The Halloween franchise has brought so many exciting moments for me, guys. Being a massive horror fan, whether it's movies, games, Halloween has been a special one, right? It's not quite to me as iconic as, say, like for me, like the Saw series or something like that, but Halloween is certainly amazing and it spans decades, guys. It's an awesome franchise to say the least, and it's definitely up there as far as one of my favorite horror franchises of all time. So how does it end? Well, Halloween Ends, guys, has already been greenlit with Halloween Kills already, being out now, and you can obviously watch the movie. And I really did enjoy Halloween Kills. I thought it was a pretty good title, to say the least, in the franchise. I thought it was a good addition. I didn't think it was as good as the previous entry of Halloween, but I still thought it was a great movie overall, like another step positively in the right direction. So I want to talk about Halloween Ends, guys, how this franchise ends, and it's going to be something really special. So let's talk about it, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. So let's get into it. So Nicholas Brooks of CBR writes, Halloween Ends promises to end the reinvigorated slasher franchise, but with the grand finale coming next year, what do we know about the film? So guys, just a warning, the following contains spoilers for Halloween Kills. If you haven't seen it, guys, I would highly recommend checking it out. You've been warned. Halloween Kills sees Michael Myers at his most brutal and unsettling. In one night, he has managed to plunge an entire town into a fear-filled hysteria and even killed Laurie Strode's daughter, Karen. The film sets up a climactic and surprise-filled sequel set to release in October of next year. However, it's hard to decipher the next steps for the final chapter in the series. So Halloween Ends is not the end. So with a title like Halloween Ends, it's easy to assume that this is the final chapter in a saga that began just over 40 years ago. But rest assured, that is far from the case. In an interview with Slash Film writer-director David Gordon Green and writer Danny McBride discuss what is next for the franchise. McBride reassures the reason for his eventual return by stating, I feel like Michael Myers is such an iconic horror character. There's a simplicity to why he's scary that I think it will always be relevant for generations to come. Michael may always wear a mask, but he represents a primal fear that has lasted for decades, and McBride perfectly encapsulates why the character will never truly be gone. And I agree. I'm excited about that, guys. I'm excited that just because it's Halloween Ends doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the end of the franchise as a whole. That being said, while Michael is here to stay, Green has reaffirmed that Halloween Ends will be his last project, stating rather definitively that it'll be my last one. Nevertheless, his style and impact will likely never leave the character, as his vision has helped modernize the slasher for a new generation. Halloween was always going to be a trilogy, guys. Part of why Halloween 2018 was such a hit among moviegoers was because it served as a competent setup for a trilogy. From the moment everyone signed on, McBride explained how they had plans to film the trilogy back-to-back. However, they later tapered back their ambitions to deliver a great first outing before focusing on the future of the trilogy. This ultimately proved to be the winning strategy, with Halloween Ends being set up as a colossal finale. So, obviously, guys, this is where it gets really interesting. Halloween Ends features a time jump. So this trilogy marks the first time there will be a massive time jump mid-narrative. Following the end of Halloween Kills, Michael has decimated a small town and eliminated most of the survivors of the original film. He's also solidified his feud with Laurie Strode by murdering her daughter. And with a time jump, the universe will be better prepared to explore how one person has infected a small town with fear and how the people of Haddonfield have dealt with it. In an interview with Green, he explained that there is a time jump. It gets back onto a contemporary timeline, so it'll jump 4 years. A surprisingly long time off will allow the characters to prepare and focus their grudges against Michael, but the chaos of 2018 in the past. It will also make the story more personal. So, obviously, guys, Halloween Ends currently is set to hit theaters October 14th of 2022. And I'm incredibly excited about it because it's going to be the end of this trilogy, but it's not the end of everything. It's not the end of the legacy that is Halloween. Are they going to continue at some point? I believe so, guys. Absolutely. Why would they stop doing it when it's so iconic and people are, a lot of people talk about it now around Halloween. It's kind of like with Saw. They've tried to kind of bring Saw back and it just hasn't felt the same, whether you're talking about Jigsaw or Spiral. It just hasn't felt the same from those 7 films. Halloween's done a really good job of kind of staying relevant throughout all of these decades upon decades. And it's awesome, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. What did you think about Halloween Kills? And what are you most excited about with Halloween Ends? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Halloween Ends, content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.